Good morning. Today we are going to see our history second lesson from trade to territory. As we all know, the British originally came as a small trading company. After that, they acquired a territory. So in this lesson, we are going to see how did they become a master of a vast empire. East India Company. In 1600, the East India Company acquired a charter from the ruler of England, Queen Elizabeth I. What is the charter contain? As it contained the sole right to trade with the East. This means that no other trading group in England would compete with the East India Company. With this charter, the company would venture across the ocean looking for new land. But this royal charter, however, would not prevent other European powers from entering the eastern market. By this time, the first English company ship sailed down the west coast of Africa around the Cape of Good Hope and crossed the Indian Ocean. The Portuguese had already established their presence in the western coast. In fact, it was Vasco da Gama, a Portuguese explorer, who discovered the sea route to India in 1498. So, by the early 17th century, the Dutch too were exploring the possibilities of trade in the Indian Ocean. Soon, in this scene, the French traders also arrived. Now, what is the problem all this mercantile group faced? Yes, a mercantile is nothing but a business enterprise that makes profit primarily through trade, buying goods cheap and selling them at higher price. So here is a problem that all the companies were interested in buying the same things because the fine qualities of cotton and silk produced in India had a big market in Europe, and also the Indian spices were great demand. So this competition with the European companies inevitably pushed up the price at which these goods would be purchased, and these reduced the profits that would be earned. Now the situation goes very hard for the trading companies. So the trading companies would decided if it want to flourish, the only thing they want to do is they want to eliminate the rival competitors. This leads to a fierce battle between the trading companies. So the company fought with one another, regularly sank each other's ships, blockaded roads, and prevented rival ships from moving with the supply of goods. So the trade was carried on with arms, and trading posts were protected through fortification. This effort would fortify settlements and carry on profitable trade. Also lead to intense conflict with the local ruler. Now at last, by doing all these things, the company therefore found it difficult to separate trade from politics. Let us see how this happened.